The morphological tags are very useful for both the reading and study of the Greek New Testament. But for an even more advanced method of study that enables the visualizations of differences in the Greek syntax, the RGNT provides a powerful system of color highlighting. The color override system contains two main components, the default color and a very powerful feature I've called the override color. I've posted another video, Color Highlighting Overrides, that demonstrates this advanced feature, but here I'll describe only the default color highlight. We must do two things in order to use color highlighting. First, activate the split screen mode to reveal the color highlight control panel, and second, enable color highlighting in the options settings. A highlight color may be applied to all, none, or any combination of the 11 parts of speech. So for example, you could choose to highlight verbs in red, nouns in blue, and adverbs in violet, and not highlight any other part of speech. Note that color highlighting and morphological tags are independent features. You may enable neither, both, or only one of them for any given reading. In order to select a color, tap one of the parts of speech, for example, the adjective, like this. The header of the color picker control shows the part of speech for which the color is being selected, enabled, or disabled. Since I tapped the adjective part of speech, I see adjective here. The color picker is comprised of 4 sections: the Enable-Disable switch, the Preview and Current Color Views, the Hue panel, and finally the Highlight panel. The combination of the Hue and Highlight panel allows the choice of literally any color that is displayable on the iPad, including the shades of gray. And you must actually tap the Highlight panel in order to select a color once the control has been enabled. So first, turn on the Enable Highlighting switch to enable the selection of a default color for adjectives. Next, touch and slide the Hue panel to select the basic hue. Notice that the Highlight panel updates to correspond with the touch point on the Hue panel. By design, the upper right corner will be the pure color, while the lower left corner will be black and the lower right corner will be white. Touching and/or sliding anywhere in the Highlight panel updates the preview. To select a shade of gray, slide anywhere along the bottom edge of the Highlight panel, like so. At any time, you may tap the Apply Changes button at the bottom of the Color Highlight panel to cause the main content view to be re-rendered. With our view of Romans chapter 7, for example, we see the adjective hupandros in verse 2. Note how it changes with the color that I select, then apply. One last item before we leave this first video on the color highlighting feature. Opening to the next level on verbs, participles, infinitives, declinable nouns, pronouns, or articles shows that each of these contains a group-enabled switch. Turning this switch on enables any default and/or override color for that part of speech and causes it to be rendered with its color highlight. Turning it off causes that part of speech to be rendered in black without affecting any other part of speech.